blew my mind. Like, wow. Like, yeah, I'm like, yo, I've been looking for you for years. You know what I'm saying? I had no idea I grew up with you. You know what I'm saying? Crazy.
That's dope.
Word. Another crazy story is about Large P, right in Flushing. Word up.
Holden.
Like, yo, huh? Yeah.
Holden.
Yeah. Yo, this is an ill story.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, my pops, before I had a record out, you know, my pops knew I could rhyme. He's like, yo, you need to find this kid. And he's telling me about Paul. Like, you need to find Paul. And he's telling me his father's name. It's so-and-so's son. This, that, and the other. You need to find him. Tell him that I sent you. This is my father telling me. And that, you know, I'm his father's friend, this, that, and the other. He'll help you. Just tell him that. So eventually I bump into him. And I'm like, yo, you know, I'm trying to tell him, you know, essentially, yo, my pop sent me to find you. I tell him, you know, like, once he heard that I just got up from North Carolina, he kind of did that on me. You know what I'm saying? Like, like he's not really giving me a chance to even break down. Like, you know, like for the last few years, I've been hustling in the Bland. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, I'm just telling, once I said I came up from North Carolina, you know what I'm saying? Like, that, he kind of shut down on me.
That New York arrogance. Yeah, no doubt.
But I was running in the Bland with a crew that, like, I never seen him. You know what I'm saying? Not in the projects. You know what I'm saying? Like I knew everybody that was getting money because I was getting money in the projects. I was running with the cats that was getting money. I was breaking day hustling. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, fact, straight up. And so when he shut me down, I didn't really take it like, you know, like, this is my word. I didn't know that he was even from Flushing. You know what I'm saying? Because I never saw him. You know what I'm saying? And that's not the shit on him. I'm just saying that's what the facts was.
He being a lad. He just being a lad with his shit.
Yeah, nah. It's cool. But I'm just saying that was my perspective.
Right.
I'm from the place you shouting, but I'm hustling on the street. Right. I know everybody that's getting money. Period. And they know me. Right. But you shutting me down once I said Carolina. You know what I'm saying? Like it was deeper than the Carolina, but we never got there. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to tell him who my father is, and you know who my father is to him, and who my father is to his father. You know what I'm saying? Like his father was my father's little man. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to put him on. So it is what it is. Wow. I slide back to my pops. You know what I'm saying? My pops was looked at me. He's like, word, he fronted on you? He's like, yo, don't even take it personal. You know what I'm saying? He ain't really built like that, this, that, and the other. I'm like, wow. Like, you know, all right, cool. So I let it slide. As far as, you know, like, it was no issue. It's nothing to let slide. I just slide off on it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I go on to rock with my man. We wind up coming out, this, that, and the other. We drop, we do what we do. When we drop, Large Professor drops Faking the Funk. Now, I thought the joint was popping. I love the record. I copped the vinyl. I'm back in my crib playing the vinyl. Towards the end of Faking the Funk, if you listen to it, at the end of it, as it's fading off, you hear, now listen. Nigga, it's me. Word? It's me saying, now listen. Yo, this nigga, in my head, I'm like, yo, this nigga looked at our first album like we was dumb niggas? Like, this nigga must be crazy. You know what I'm saying? Yo, this is my word. If you go right now on YouTube, 2 minutes, 45 seconds, 2 minutes, 50 seconds, somewhere around there, you'll hear under, now listen, it's me from Hoes We Knows. Yo, this is my word. I ain't never spoke on it. I ain't never, you know what I'm saying? I ain't never make an issue of it or nothing. But this nigga put my name in Faking, my voice in Faking the Funk on the outro. It's on the outro, you know what I'm saying? This is real talk. So now I'm looking at him like, yo, I don't make an issue of it publicly. I don't speak on it. But every time I'm around him, I make him uncomfortable. I make it a point to make him uncomfortable. Like, yo, you know what I'm saying? And this is only after I see him for the first time. I'm waiting to see him so I can ask him about it. Now, I see him is on 145th and 8th. It's about 3 o'clock in the morning, right by Willie Burgers. The streets is flooded.
The hell? Yeah, no doubt.
No doubt. Streets is flooded. I'm in my whip. I turn to my left. I'm with my man Molecules. I turn to my left. I see him and Akinelli in the car. We had a red light. This is my word. Before the light changes, I pull my car out in front of them and cut him off right there on the intersection of 145th and 8th. Cut his car off on the intersection and get out the car. And I walk around to his window and I say, yo, what up, Ak? Yo, listen, my dude. Did you sample my voice on Faking the Funk? His window's down. And this is my word. His eyes got big as saucers, straight up. And this ain't the shit on him. I'm just telling what happened. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's OG talk. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, this is real. Like, you know, like I'm looking at him like you got me totally twisted. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot I ain't said, but there's a lot I'm not gonna say. You know what I'm saying? But yo, my dude, back to you. Did you sample my voice or Faking the Funk? And he realized right then and there, like, yo, and this is my word, I was prepared to pay the bail, whatever it was gonna be. But had son say yes, he was coming out that window. Straight up that window. That was my intent. If he said yes, he come out the window. He looked in my eyes and he said no. And I was like, say what? I said, now, wait a minute, hold up. You mean to tell me that you didn't sample my voice on Faking the Funk? He looked at me and he shook his head. He's like, no. I said, my bad, my dude. I thought I was talking to somebody that I owe something. It's not you. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you ain't gonna stand by that, then
you don't own that.
You ain't nobody for me to, you know, like, I ain't even gonna speak on it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, and not to blow it up now, because me and him are cool today. Like, but just to say that was my energy towards him. So every time I seen him after that, I wouldn't even give him a pound. I'm looking at him like, I'm looking at niggas with me like, yeah, nah, he ain't the one. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care what cats think of him.
Yeah.
I on it, but nah, it ain't him. You know what I'm saying? And that was my, you know what I'm saying? That was my energy for him. And so it was only after me and Long break up, I go down south. I'm with Lord, Steve-O, a whole bunch of my crew, this other cats I grew up with, and we down south running crazy. And, you know, I started doing my independent.
Hold up. Back up. You said you and Long broke up.
Yeah.
What happened?
Me and Long broke up really kind of, you know, really due to differences, I think.
Money?
You know, say, I'll come back to it. I'm going to finish this out real quick. I'll come back. So myself, and, you know, like, I started learning about the independent game. I put out my first independent project down there. I learned how to manufacture. I learned, you know, everything I didn't know. I do all of that, learn it. And I decided to come back to New York a few years later. When I come back to New York, and this is me kind of restructuring myself as Black Sheep Dres and, you know, me getting up to here. But the first thing I see, one of the first things I see when I get back, I go to a party, is a day party. Who's DJing? Large Professor.